that's thinking of the problem, and then there's the part that contains our entire life wisdom, everything we've learned going through life. It's an ancient part of the brain. It's lower in the brain, very deeply connected to the emotional centers. And as we go through situations in life, it extracts decision rules. It learns something. When I said that, that really was effective. When I did that, that didn't work. And it saves this information for us in a part of the brain that doesn't have access to words, to the thinking brain. It actually has a lot of connection to the gut. So if you want to know, should I marry this guy or not, you have to ask your heart, not your head, right? And it's actually, that makes a lot of sense from the brain point of view, because what you're doing is tapping into everything your life has taught you up to that moment. And it gives you the answer as a sense, as a feeling. Feels right. Doesn't feel right. Another thing that's really newly discovered, I go into in this new book. It's called, the book is called the Emotional Intelligence in the Brain, New Insights. It has to do with creativity, solving creative problems, coming up with breakthrough innovations. And what we've discovered is that there are two halves of the brain. This has been well known, but they operate differently when we're tackling a creative problem. The left side of the brain, this is the logical side, the rational side. It's a very good thinker, but it has very few connections to other parts of the brain. The right side of the brain is more holistic. It takes in the total picture. It's not linear like the left, and it has extensive connections throughout the brain. So if you have a creative problem you're trying to solve, there are 3 steps. First, you have to frame the problem. Say what it is. What are you trying, or what answer are you trying to come to? Second, we tried very hard to come up with that answer rationally. Very often that's not enough. Then the third step seems very counterintuitive, but the best thing to do is forget about it. Just leave it aside and do something else. The reason is that your right hemisphere will keep going on the problem, and it will make connections throughout the brain. And a creative solution comes when you put 2 or more things together that have not